Hey there everybody, it's Aaron here, and welcome back to Digimon World 1. Last time we finished collecting Angemon and we grabbed Kakatorimon. I also got the text thing figured out. I had altered some video settings and it was messing with everything, so I got that fixed so we can at least read things again. I quickly checked with Angemon and pretty much everybody left that we have to recruit for the most part is apparently left in Frostland, or the ice area, and since Kabuterimon hates it there, I'm not really willing, I guess, to put him through that. There is Monzamon who's still recruitable, but that's in Toyland, and we have to have Numamon to get him. So, and since we don't have Numamon, obviously we can't do that. So I think what we're going to do here is I'm just going to do training for today. We'll see if we can't get Kabuterimon to Ultimate. But I don't know how lucky we will be with that. And if he does get to Ultimate, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and go through Mount Infinity, which is the last zone of the game, basically. That's where the final boss is at. Do one more of these, and then I think we're going to do some MP training for a bit. If he doesn't and he passes away, then we will take advantage of a couple of things. We'll go get Frigimon and possibly end up getting Monzamon taken care of too. Because pretty much the easiest way to get Frigimon is to go to take a baby Digimon and go to Frostland. And basically let him get sick, and then Frigimon saves you. You have to do it twice, I think, to get Frigimon to join the town. And because of that, we'll get care mistakes and stuff, so there's a decent chance that in the end we will end up with Numamon out of that. And if we don't, that's fine. If we get a Digimon that can handle being in Frostland, we will actually finish grabbing the Digimon out of Frostland. I know we need to get Garurumon, Penguimon, and one of the Myojimon out of there. The Myojimon shouldn't be too hard, since it just requires us to complete trade with all of them. And we don't want to lose the one that we can get money from, so we need to complete him first, because the last one that you complete is the one you recruit. That don't surprise me. He's going to want to go to sleep pretty soon, too. We'll go have him rest. We'll go rest with Centarumon. But we're pretty well done. Our prosperity rate for the city is actually 76. And I know that we recruit, I think, 3 Digimon out of Mount Infinity. So we're getting pretty close to being done with recruiting Digimon, which is pretty neat. At some point, I think what is going to happen... He wants to sleep. We're going to probably beat Mount Infinity and try and recruit everybody, but I may take a break from the game. And we may come back and try and 100% it, we'll see. But I'm at least going to beat Mount Infinity. We're going to beat Mount Infinity and try try to get the prosperity to 100, which is recruiting all of the other Digimon, because we've only got a handful left anyway. But I had planned on trying to 100% the game, and I don't know if we'll end up doing that or not. Because I haven't done any of the arenas or anything. We have to finish doing Nanamon too, I guess, now that I think about it. So, we probably won't quite get everybody, recruit all of the Digimon. I will at least beat Mount Infinity for sure. Yeah, he should be getting to where he's gonna have to Digivolve or we're gonna have problems. So I guess we'll see what happens here. Oh, I know what we should do now that I think about it, actually. Should prep for having to get another Digimon. That's not what I wanted. There we go. That's what I thought. I think we might do some of this. Basically, you can get chips from Shogun Gekomon. When because you get points from him by giving him cards. Well, you can basically get yourself a ridiculous amount of chips. It all ties into the money trick that we've done in the past. You basically make yourself a bunch of money so that you can go and then you come back and you use all of the money to buy a ton of cards. Got a Middle Greymon there. We are not having very good luck with this. Where are we at for money? And we can still go for a good while here. You basically just want to buy a ton of cards and go and like trade all of the cards in with him. And just you can get a bunch of chips that way. So basically you can get through doing a ridiculous amount of this, you can get yourself a really powerful Digimon without having to do a ton of training. So what we're gonna do is we'll buy some more cards here. See, we better buy an autopilot while we're in here. His weight's way too high to Digivolve to Mamemon, by the way. Mamemon requires like no weight at all, pretty much. Let's buy a couple of these. We probably should do the money trick again here. Well, we're still sitting high enough that it isn't giving us everything. So. I'd rather not, like, give up. See, the problem is you end up with maxing out like all of your the really crappy cards. And I was hoping to try. I was thinking of going and selling, giving him at least all of the really crummy cards. Got Digimon. I don't want to do that necessarily. What I was starting to say is I'd rather keep like one copy of every card if I could, because I wanted to try and collect all of the cards. But frankly, it's probably not worth the effort for that. I suppose I could work on doing everything to try and collect all the medals and stuff to 100% the game, which we have none of. And I'm sure I would bet that the collecting all of the cards is probably... That's weird. Hagurumon is a rare card. Alright, let's go do that. So what we're gonna do... Let's see if Birdramon can fly us straight to the swamp, because I can't remember. We're just gonna buy strength chips for the moment with what we get. I can't remember how much the chips cost. So I don't know, we might not be able to get many, I don't recall. Yeah, he's not worth... It's not worth using Birdramon, so... that means we want to go to Factoral Town. So we'll hit Waymon up here in a second. Oh. Now I do believe he has like hawk carrots or whatever, and you can actually feed your Digimon that to reduce their weight. So I could probably use that to try and get Mememon. Find treasure. We're gonna make him do the 10 days. So we need to check in again on day 12. And maybe we'll get something cool instead of a restore. I don't remember what we sent him on last time though, so I can't complain because we probably cheaped out. Take us to Factoral Town. Now if I can remember the way to get out of here the normal way. Because we can leave through the front gates now. And since we can leave through the front gate, you can actually use that to, that puts you out right on, like, the savannah. I just don't recall. I think we have to, I think it's the next screen, you go all the way down, takes you to the gate. It has been a while. Yeah. So this should be the gate, and it should be open now. This is where the gate is at. Yep. Oh, we went through the gate already. So it puts you out. If you go to the Factoral Town, you can use it to get, kind of get to the swamp fairly quickly. Because if you recall, it's not too far. Oops, no, that's fine. We have the space now. I'll have to pull up the list of Mananamon locations so that we can try and finish getting him, because the problem is I don't remember what ones we've been to and gotten him at, so we will probably have to visit all of them again. But let's buy what we can for chips and we'll store them. And we'll just sell all the cards. This is going to take a while, but... And I suppose I could give him all the chips and ensure that... Most likely ensure that he will digivolve into an ultimate, but... at this point, I'm not too worried about it if he doesn't. Because getting a new champion might give us a chance to actually get a bunch of the Digimon out of... might give us a chance to actually recruit a bunch of the... Yeah, we don't have as many points here as I hoped we did. Metal Greymon wasn't a 100-point card. I thought he was. Yeah, so it's 800 points to even get a chip. So you can do this, but it's gonna take a long flipping time. That kind of stinks, actually. I'm not super happy about that at all. So basically, you don't want to come here unless you've got a bunch of the really high point cards. So we'll just keep that in mind. So this strategy isn't going to matter so much here. I'm just going to give him a bunch of the duplicates that we have. Which will take a while, and we won't get very many points for it, but that's fine. This is more about optimizing the points we get in the end. Next time I do this, I will do this probably off camera. I'll probably take an episode where I won't record. Or maybe I'll record and just speed things up. So you guys don't have to sit through everything. Like, we aren't even going to be able to get a chip. We do not have enough to pull off getting a single stat chip, so this was kind of a waste of time in the end, but I didn't remember that. I was thinking they were cheaper than that. So I guess what we'll do is we'll go back to town and we'll just keep training him and see what happens. Because we either need him to digivolve or we need him to die, basically. As bad as that is. We're close to almost being able to get we could get like I'm pretty sure these items, the 500 items that he's selling, are all ultimate Digivolution items. So we could technically buy one of those to. We won't have enough. Now we're to the 1-pointers, which are all, of course, the really bad Digimon generally. Or what are popularly considered the bad Digimon, I should say, anyhow. I don't much care for them either personally, but I really don't have a problem if somebody does like them. Everybody's got to be loved by somebody. Pretty sure there's a song that says that or some such. I think in the future I'm probably not going to bother trading in the 1-pointers, because really... we actually hit enough. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, the easiest way to... It's a glitch, I'm pretty sure, that you can use to get a super powerful Digimon in this game is actually requires you to get Digitamamon. You can't get until after you beat Mount Infinity the first time. But you can eat food from him, and it gives you stat increases, but it doesn't fill the Digimon's hunger. So basically, as long as you have the money, you can max out a Digimon with pretty much no effort. We'll finish out this day, and that'll be all for this episode. We'll see what happens. Nope, 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 nope. Just didn't want to send him and then have him. needs something. Wow, really? Well, there's a chance we are getting close to either him digivolving or him dying, because the hunger can mess up when you are near either of those. Meaning sometimes they'll want to eat like way more than normal. I would think that if he had any bonus requirements for fights, he'd probably have succeeded at that already. Bonus requirements on Digivolution are good to get because they can often, if you do succeed at getting them, they can often replace other requirements. Which can be a good thing. But we'll just have to see what happens. You know what, let's do a couple more strength just for the heck of it. Now if we're lucky, he won't get stressed out this time. I think there's a pretty good chance of that since we didn't do training the whole day. One more. Yeah, we got him to 600 there. I was going to say, he should want to sleep. So that's going to do it for this episode, everybody. I know it was pretty anticlimactic. But like I said, I kind of gave you an idea of what we're looking at now. So I will see you guys in the next episode. Take care of yourselves, and I will see you then. Bye-bye.